Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite CAPTAP channel Quantifiers. So it is the video of our first quant test that we conducted yesterday. It was a time-based test, and we will keep doing these quizzes in the future depending upon the participation. But yes, I had some queries that how a particular question was solved under the exam time pressure. So this video explains all the solutions of the 10 questions that were asked in the quantitative part. Okay, so there were 5 questions. Let's move to them one by one. This is the first question. It says a large tank of height 10 meter is fitted with an inlet pipe which can fill the tank in 60 minutes. So there is a tank. The height of a tank is 10 meter. This is 10 meter, and it is filled with an inlet pipe which can fill it in 60 minutes. Okay. So okay. The tank has 3 empty outlet pipes fitted at 5, 8, and 9.5 meter. So one is at 5, one is at 8, and one is at 9.5. This is the 3 outlet pipes that are fitted with the tank. All the pipes are open simultaneously with the tank being emptied initially. तो अभी सब कुछ खाली है और उसके बाद उसको ऑन किया गया एक बार. In how much time will 95% of tank be filled? So we have to fill it till this point. So we have to fill it till this point. And this is the point we have to fill the tank. Now, given that now there is some time given, so I can say that if I take this to be 100%, this is 100%, this is 95%, this is 80%, and this is 50%. These are the levels. So first, that is the inlet pipe. Inlet pipe fills 100% of the tank in 60 minutes. That is given to me. Then it is given to me if the lowest pipe, which means this pipe, can empty half the tank in 1.5 hours. Half of the tank means 50% in 90 minutes. So it can empty 50% in 1.5 hours, means 90 minutes. So it will empty the whole tank in 180 minutes. The 100% of tank in 180 minutes. Let's talk about the third pipe. It can empty the 20% of the tank in 1 hour 72 minutes. So 20% in 72 minutes, which means 100% of the tank will be emptied by this pipe in 360 minutes, multiplying both sides by 5. Okay. The last one. Outlet pipe can fill the top 5. Then the third pipe can empty 5% of the tank in 18 minutes. So 5% in 18 minutes. So multiplying both sides by 20, 100% will be 360 minutes. So this is what we have. This is what we have. Now, I need to fill up the tank up to the level of 95%. So instead of doing this, what should I do? To make my calculation easy, I'll assume the capacity of tank to be something. Let me assume the capacity of tank to be the LCM of this. Capacity is LCM of 60, 180, 360 and 360. That is 360 liters. Now if 360 liters is the capacity, inlet pipes efficiency is 360 by 6 by 60. That is 6 liter per minute. This capacity is 360 by 180. That is 2 liter per minute. And this is 360 by 360, 1 liter per minute. And this is again 1 liter per minute. These 3 are the drain pipes. Okay. And the first pipe is the inlet pipe. Now I have to fill it up to 95% of level. So let us think it like this. When it will start filling up, first of all, I will be filling at the bottom. Can I say when it will be filling at the bottom, up to 50%, there will be no outlet. There will be no drainage at all. So up to 50%, there is no drainage. So 50%, I have assumed the total to be 360 liters. The 50% half is 180, which is also given that if the full tank is filled in 60 minutes, this 50% is filled in 30 minutes. Okay, a very simple thing. Or you can think that this 50% is 180 and the inlet efficiency is 6, so time is 30 minutes up to this. Now, this outlet pipe has started working, which means the net efficiency will decrease from 6 to 6 minus 2, because this pipe outlets the water at 2 liter per minute and inlet was 6. So 6 minus 2, 4. So up to this 80%, or which I can say for the next 30%. Next 30% means 360 ka 30%. For the next 108 liters, the efficiency at which the tank will be filled is 6 minus 2, यानी कि 4 liter per minute. So in this process, the time taken is 27 minutes. So up to first half, the time taken was 30 minutes. Then the time taken is 27 minutes. Now I am further concerned about this part up to this 15% more. So 30% was 108, 15% more is 54. That is obviously half of it. Now what will be the net efficiency up to this case? See, up to point this, only one outlet pipe was working, but this outlet pipe has also started working. So now the net capacity will be 6, that is inlet, minus 2, which is first pipe, minus 1, which is this one. So now the net efficiency is 3 liter per minute, and the time is 54. The capacity is 54. So 54 by 3, 18 minutes more. So this part will take 18 minutes more. So what is our net result? The net result is 30 minutes, 27 minutes and 18 minutes. So 30 plus 27, 57 plus 18, 75 minutes is the correct answer for the first question. This completes my question. Let's move to the second one. It says one root of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is 2. Which means if I substitute x as 2, I will get 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 0. This is the first equation I can get. One root of the quadratic equation cx square plus bx plus a is equal to 0. And the root is minus 1 by 3. So if I substitute minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3 ka square is 1 by 9. So it will become c by 9. Okay. B into minus b by 3 and a. So this is what I will get when I substitute 1 minus 1 by 3 here. So this is my second equation. Let me just erase it. So these are the two things that I can find. Now what I have to find? I have to find the sum of roots of the first equation. The sum of roots of the first equation is what? The equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and the sum of root is minus b upon a. Okay. So this is minus b upon a. I need to find the relationship between a and b, and here I have two equations in the form of a, b and c. So what I will do, I will try to eliminate the c so that I can find some visible relation between a and b. So how can I eliminate c? Let's multiply this equation by 9. So if I multiply this by 9, what I will get? 9a minus 3b minus b by 3 9 plus c is equal to 0. This is my new equation. When I multiply this equation that I just erased by 9. Now these are the two equations I have. What should I do? If I subtract 1 from 2, basically 2 minus 1, what I will get? 5a minus 5b is equal to 0, or I can say a is equal to b, or then I will get b by a is equal to 1. So if b by a is equal to 1, minus b by a is equal to minus 1, which is none of these. None of these is the required answer. Pretty straightforward question, I will say. Third question, based upon logs. Log base 7 x plus 8 is less than log base 7 x plus log base 7 1.0. Pretty straightforward on the properties of the log, that if log base a b plus log base a c is equivalent to log base a b into c. So if I simply do this, log base 7 x plus 8 is less than log 7 x into 1.05, that is 1.05x. So these are both on the logs and both have the base 7. So we can just simply compare them up. Okay, since they are equal, these part have to be equal. So this will satisfy. X plus 8 is less than 1.05x, which means 8 is less than 1.05x minus x, or 8 is less than 0.05x. So x is 8 into 100 by 5, which is 160 is greater than x. So what is the option? This is the option. X is greater than, sorry, 160 is less than x. So x is greater than 160, which is option number C. This is the required result. Now this question, only 2 people were able to do it, this question. But is it that difficult? Let us see. A man rowing upstream in a river accidentally dropped his hat. So man is rowing upstream. So let us, just for the visual appearance, let me draw it like this. This is the upstream. Against the flow the man is going. After traveling, he dropped his hat here. Let us say he dropped his hat here. After traveling a distance of 3x, he traveled a distance of 3x and he noticed his loss. So he immediately returned. He turned back to retrieve his hat. He caught up the hat after it has covered a distance of 2x. अब आप एक बात सोचिए बहुत इजीली, अगर ये अपस्ट्रीम है तो ये डाउनस्ट्रीम होगी, इस तरफ पानी बह रहा है हमारा. Now if the water is going this way, then and how will the hat travel? The hat will travel. Hat does not has any of its own speed. Hat will travel only at the speed of stream only. ठीक है, अगर खुद सोचो ना, पानी बह रहा है और उसमें कोई चीज होगी तो वो पानी के साथ बहती जा रही है. So hat will travel at the speed of stream. So when I say that hat has traveled 2x distance, so if I talk about hat has traveled a distance of 2x. It is just along the speed of water. So how much distance the boat has to travel in this case? The boat has to travel 3x plus 2x is equal to 5x in order to catch. Now what is the only relation I can put out from here? That the time in which the boat traveled 3x upstream and then 5x downstream is equivalent to the time at which the hat traveled 2x downstream, obviously at the speed of stream only. So let us say the speed of boat is B, A, let's say, or speed of stream is B, a very simple thing. Now what can I say? Time is equal, time of 2x upstream, time of 3x downstream is equal to time of this thing, 2x downstream. With the speed, not even downstream or the speed of river, I say. So what is time of 2x upstream? So 3x upstream. This is 3x and this is 5x. Time of 3x upstream is 3x upon A minus B. Plus downstream 5x is 5x upon A plus B. Is equivalent to 2x downstream, or I can say 2x at the speed of river, which is nothing but. So this is one relation that I can fetch. Now there are two things, or there are two ways on which I can proceed. One, I can try to eliminate, obviously x will be eliminated, and I can try to find out a relationship between A and B. The other way around in these type of questions is using the options. What we have to ultimately find? We ultimately have to find the speed of stream at which the as a percentage of speed at which he rose in still water. So still water means his own speed. So I have to find A upon B. So let me pick second option. Let's say if I am saying 50%, then I want to say it is half. So A is 1, B is 2. Is it satisfying? 3 upon 2 minus 1 plus 5 upon 2 plus 1. 2 upon that is 2. It is not satisfying at all. So 2 upon 1. It is not satisfying at all. It is 3 plus something. It is not. Let's use the first option. If I use the first option, in the first option I have A upon B as 25%, or I can say 1 by 4. If I use this 3 upon 4, 3 upon